Hey guys, today we're diving into something that affects nearly all of us at some point of time in our lives. Employment agreements. Specifically, we'll be looking at the most frequently overlooked clauses that employees tend to miss when signing these important documents. Employment agreements are legally binding documents that outline the terms and conditions of your employment. The employment agreement covers a range of topics from your job responsibilities to your salary and your benefits. While most employees tend to focus on the obvious clauses such as salary and job description, there are several other critical clauses that can have a significant impact on your career and personal life. First, we have the non-competition clause. This is a very frequently seen clause, and what this clause does is restricts your ability to work for a competitor or start a competing business within a certain time frame and geographical area after leaving your job. Employees often overlook this clause, but depending on your seniority and the way the clause is drafted, it may limit your career options down the line. But I'm going to tell you a secret. Most probably, if you do see such a clause, most probably it is void and unenforceable. You can watch my earlier video on non-competition clauses. Number 2, intellectual property rights clauses. Many employment agreements include clauses stating that inventions, designs, or works created during your employment are the property of the company. This can cover anything from software code to marketing strategies. So if you're in the creative or technical field, it's crucial to understand what rights you are giving up to your company. Next, confidentiality clauses. Now, these clauses are another commonly overlooked area. These clauses require you to keep certain information confidential, both during and after your employment. Breaching these clauses can lead to legal action, such as injunctions, this, that, lawsuits. So it's important to know what information you need to protect. Number 4, termination clauses. Termination clauses outline the conditions under which your employment can be terminated by you or the company. This will include the notice period, that means the amount of time you have to give the company or the time the company has to give you, whether or not the company can pay you salary in lieu of notice, or whether you can pay the company's salary in lieu of notice. And such termination clauses can also include something called summary dismissal. That means terminating you with immediate effect for doing something very, very bad. And there is usually a long list of items such as bankruptcy, coming in drunk, being insubordination. Understanding these terms can help you protect your rights and plan your next steps if things don't work out with your current employer. The last frequently overlooked clause is the probationary period clause. This clause outlines the initial period of your employment during which your performance is closely monitored and your employment can be terminated with little or no notice if you do not meet your employer's expectations. It is essential to understand the duration of this period, the criteria for evaluation and how you will be confirmed, and what happens after the probationary period ends. So what can you do to make sure you don't overlook these important clauses? Here are a few tips. Read carefully, read the whole agreement. Take the time to read the entire agreement, clause by clause, not just the sections that you are most interested in. Next, ask questions. If anything is unclear, don't hesitate to ask your employer or seek legal advice. In this day and age, it's very simple to get the answers if you're in doubt. Google, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, this, that. I'm sure you know what to do. Number 3, negotiate. Remember, an employment agreement is negotiable. If you find any terms that are unfavorable, discuss them with your employer before signing. 4, seek legal advice. If you can afford it and you hold a high position with a high salary, just spend a couple of hundreds of dollars for a lawyer to review it to ensure that your interests are protected. Okay? By keeping these tips in mind, you can avoid common pitfalls and ensure that your employment agreement works in your favor. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more legal tips and advice.